Hello! Welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at the wrestling news from Tuesday. We start with Paige commenting on the WWE women being held back prior to the women's evolution. She said it was never WWE holding the women back, it was the fans not taking them seriously. They wanted more of the male characters years ago. It was a male-dominated sport. When I first started, there was only 5 women there. It was a struggle, but WWE just believed in us. When I got into the ring, I wanted to prove to the fans that girls were capable of having good matches and sometimes even better. That was my kind of mission from the get-go. Now there's obviously a revolution. I'm going to half agree with Paige and half not agree. Yes, fans didn't take it seriously, but WWE didn't help it by giving them 15-second matches. But Boris, or BVMB Shelled, did a few good points on Twitter debating on how WWE did hold them back. First point was Michelle saying how her and Melina were yelled at backstage for being better than the guys. Chris Jericho did defend them in this situation, which was amazing. But yes, getting yelled at for being too good. Melina and Michelle McCool had to redo an entire match because their punches looked too good. Melina and Ashley almost got their WrestleMania match cut. The match still didn't go more than 3 minutes. To be fair, that WrestleMania match was terrible. Lay Cool and Trish almost getting their WrestleMania match cut as well, having to rush it at the last minute. The Balor Twins and Funko getting their WrestleMania match cut because the Undertaker and CM Punk match went overtime. Tori Wilson and other women begging to use weapons and getting more physical, but not being allowed to do so. Nikki saying how her match with AJ was supposed to go 15 minutes, got cut to 30 seconds, and how they killed a storyline with Brie for no reason. And last but not least, who could forget the Battle Royale with 24 women, and that was won by a man because I thought it was funny. There's a way to honour your women's wrestling. It's a debatable one, to be honest. The fact that WWE clearly didn't care, but we didn't help the fact by not caring ourselves. It's one of those situations. But all I'm glad is that wrestling for women is getting a lot more serious, and we like it. Minus the Ronda matches, because that's shit. But let's not go that round. But yeah, women are doing a lot better. The women's wrestling has come leaps and bounds, which is really good. And then there's a few names being floated around, potential WrestleMania 35 opponents for Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Kurt Angle, John Cena, Batista, and The Undertaker. Notice Kofi Kingston's name is not on that list. That's because he is the front runner to face Daniel Bryan at Fastlane due to how his recent performance has been doing. So yes, I'd love to see Kofi and Daniel go one-on-one. It would be amazing. A shame it can't be at WrestleMania because I feel like Kofi would deserve that match, but we'll have to wait and see. And then Trish tweeted my loves. I may or may not have teared up a little. Hashtag it's a proud mama thing. Beyond proud. And then Bailey responded with, "Are you and Lita ready?" That'd be a great match if that happened. And then this has got to be the worst written wrestling thing I've got to report, which I'm just going to say this is stupid. Mike Johnson of PW Insider Elite commented on Lio Rush reportedly developed a bad reputation backstage, and that's why everything happened. He said, "It appears Lio Rush is done with Bobby Lashley. I can tell you behind the scenes that there's not a lot of people surprised at that, and not a lot of people surprised that Lio took the pin. There are times that Lio has a reputation for rubbing people among other workers the wrong way, whether it was held against him and that was part of the reason for losing, whether it was just a decision to protect Lashley and shift the belt to Balor. I guess we'll see based on how Lio presented in the weeks and months to come." Really? It made sense. It's not heat. He didn't lose because he's bad backstage. He lost because they wanted to put the belt on Finn Balor and protect Bobby Lashley. It's very, very obvious. That is a really shit, really written article. Oh my god. And obviously he joined back up with Lashley the next week anyway. He joined back up with them on Monday Night Raw yesterday. And then as far as Asuka goes regarding WrestleMania, the mentioned thing is there might be a Lacey Evans versus Asuka talk match at WrestleMania. It's not 100% booked, it's not on the card yet, but that is the most likely opponent Asuka will be facing at WrestleMania is Lacey Evans. There is talk about giving her a big push in coming weeks, which is amazing. And then it's been noted that Charlotte versus Becky was advertised locally for Fastlane, but it's now been stripped off the advertising, and it's just showing both of them being part of the show, but not against each other. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't imagine they would do that much now with what storyline they're planning anyway. And then former Impact Wrestling star and Hall of Famer Abyss is now started his job as a WWE producer. Shane Helms is also a producer and had a picture on Twitter saying, Ace reporter Gregory Helms finally meets Joseph Parks. So yes, Abyss is now in WWE behind the scenes as a producer. With Shane Helms, Gregory Helms, Hurricane, whatever you want to call him. But I'm happy because I feel like he's got a lot of knowledge to show. And then it's been announced that New Japan Pro Wrestling is coming back to London on Saturday, 31st of August, for a show called New Japan Royal Quest. I believe the tickets go on sale at some point this week. It is said it's going to be quite a loaded show, with Okada definitely being one of the wrestlers. It's taking place after this year's G1 Climax, which is amazing. I cannot wait to see that show. And then Bully Ray addresses the dead crowd last night. He said, I always hated when fellow wrestlers would say to me, wow, that crowd sucked tonight. My normal response was, no, you sucked tonight. So take it from me, that crowd sucked last night. When you're that dead when the second Raw goes on the air, you're the problem. So not the wrestlers, the fans. Because, oh my God, that crowd was so bad last night. Literally no reaction to anything. We were putting on decent stuff and they just had no anything in them. Generally, it's like, why? It stressed me out. Also, where is it? It's also been announced that there is going to be a big WrestleMania related announcement on 205 Live from Drake Maverick. So I can't wait to see what he announces. There'll also be a big announcement on NXT tomorrow, which is amazing. I cannot wait to see what that announcement is as well. And that looks like it's about all the wrestling news I have to cover today. Yeah, I think that's it. Now, as always, if you have enjoyed this wrestling newsroom, please give it a like. Please support my Patreon. Link in the description below. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later. Bye.